Check 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Check 1. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. Check, check.
I don't hear well. I may have to. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Lakewood on this beautiful Memorial Day morning. Couldn't have asked for a better one. I'm Chris Mikowski, president of Lakewood Cemetery Association and the Lakewood Heritage Foundation. It's my honor and my privilege to serve as your MC for today's program. On behalf of the cemetery's Board of Trustees, several of whom have joined us here today, and Lakewood's entire team, we welcome each and every one of you to Lakewood today. Is there anyone out there who is here for the first time? Good. Great to see all of you. Thank you and welcome. Thanks for choosing to make Lakewood part of your day today. We're going to do our best to make sure that this is one of your more memorable Memorial Day experiences. Those of you who've been here before, I thank you again very much for continuing to make this event a part of your weekend. We really appreciate your ongoing support. It's been a busy year here at Lakewood. After opening our new Welcome Center just over a year ago, we continue to grow and create new ways to serve our families and provide opportunities to honor and remember our loved ones. You may have noticed the beautiful waterside pier just across the lake. It was just recently added as a new option for scattering ceremonies. So following this ceremony, I encourage you to visit that new site and enjoy the peaceful view. A few other places around the cemetery, you'll also notice a little bit of construction or renovation. That's just our way of helping keep this place memorable and in good shape for all of our loved ones. In addition to exploring that pier and if any of the other construction that you see, we invite you to visit the Welcome Center. That was the building just to the left if you came in the main entrance, just off to the left a little ways. And if you want to join that or visit that after the ceremony today, we'll have some complimentary refreshments and activities. Details are available in your program, including a map to help navigate your way around the cemetery. Today, we're here to honor Memorial Day. It's a day of remembrance for those who have died in our nation's service. Today is one of many days we pay tribute, honor, respect, and most of all, remember those who have given their lives to defend this great nation and thereby preserve the very freedoms we enjoy today. As we prepare to do that, if we have any veterans or current service members in the audience today, would you either stand or wave your hand? I hope it never becomes cliche, but thank you for your service. We're so honored to have you with us today. Let us not forget also those who are serving our country around the world as we speak. We recognize the contributions and sacrifices all veterans have made, both living and dead, to defend this great nation and thereby preserve those freedoms we enjoy. We do truly owe you a great debt of gratitude. Let's hold a moment of silence for those veterans and service members who are not with us today. Thank you. Today at Lakewood, we also celebrate and commemorate the lives of those who have touched us and whom we hold near and dear to our hearts. Our own family members, our friends, and colleagues who've died and live on in our memories. This is why we celebrate today, to remember and never forget. Because as Thomas Campbell wrote in his poem entitled Hallowed Ground, to live in hearts we leave behind is not to die. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll now begin our 2025 Memorial Day program. Will you please rise? You'll see the colors are already posted behind me, but we'll ask the First Minnesota to also post the historic colors. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now please welcome vocalist Kate Raditz, who will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. As you remain standing, please join me in welcoming Reverend Mary Vitas to lead us in a welcome prayer for today's service.
Thank you, Chris, and welcome all. Let us take a moment of reflection. Dear source of all goodness, light, and love, in this sacred space of memory, we ask your blessing on this Memorial Day gathering. Today, we honor, we reflect, and we remember the valor, the courage, the selflessness of those who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. We come from many different cultures and traditions, yet we are one. One people, one nation, bound in gratitude for those whose courage knew no bounds, those whose lives stood as testaments to duty and daily acts of unwavering commitment. We hold close in heart and mind the service members, families, friends, and comrades, all who have borne the weight of loss. May they feel our love and support. And we are grateful to Lakewood Cemetery Board, foundation, staff, and volunteers whose care and effort have made this day possible. And for those who are gifting us with their presence, their stories, music, and song. O love abundant, dwell among us now as we honor those who gave so much. And may this Memorial Day be not only a time of tribute, but also a moment of renewal to carry forward the values of service, unity, and peace. And may the memory of those we honor today light the path we walk, and may it be so. Amen.
Thank you, Mary. Please be seated. And now please join me in welcoming once again today's vocalist, Kate Raditz, to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow, up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Kate, that was lovely. Thanks so much. As we reflect on the importance of Memorial Day, it's important to understand how this day began. On May 5th of 1868, just a few years after the end of the Civil War, Major General John A. Logan, United States Army, who served in the Houses of Congress and went on to serve as National Commander for the Grand Army of the Republic, issued General Order Number 11, now famed as General Logan's Orders. We'll now have a local student, Ryan Hume, read General Logan's orders.
Headquarters, Grand Army of the Republic, Washington, D.C., May 5th, 1868. General Orders Number 11. The 30th day of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or other decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose body now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but posts and comrades will, in their own way, arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit. We're organized comrades, as our regulations tell us, for the purpose, among other things, of preserving and strengthening those kind and fraternal feelings which have bound together those soldiers, sailors, and Marines who united to suppress the late rebellion. What can aid more to assure this result than by cherishing tenderly the memory of our heroic dead? We should guard their graves with sacred vigilance. All that the consecrated wealth and taste of the nation can add to their adornment and security is but a fitting tribute to the memory of her slain defenders. Let pleasant paths invite the coming and going of reverent visitors and fond mourners. Let no neglect, no ravages of time testify to the present or to the coming generations that we have forgotten as a people the cost of a free and undivided republic. If other eyes grow dull and other hands slack, and other hearts cold in the solemn trust, ours shall keep it well as long as the light and warmth of life remain in us. Let us then, at the time appointed, gather around their sacred remains and garland the passionless mounds above them with choicest flowers of springtime. Let us raise above them the dear old flag they saved. Let us, in this solemn presence, renew our pledge to aid and to assist those who they have left among us as a sacred change upon the nation's gratitude. The soldiers and sailors, widow and orphan. It is the purpose of the Commander-in-Chief to inaugurate this observance with the hope that it will be kept up from year to year, while survivor of war remains to honor the memory of his departed comrades. He earnestly desires the public press to call attention to this order and lend its friendly aid in bringing it to the notice of comrades in all parts of the country for simultaneous compliance therewith. By command of John A. Logan, Commander-in-Chief.
Thanks, Ryan, for reminding us of the story that was the beginning of this annual Day of Remembrance. And now I'm pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Carla Holt. Carla is an award-winning journalist for KARE 11, host of the Hello Alzheimer's podcast, and founder of So Many Goodbyes, an organization that informs, inspires, and affirms everyone touched by dementia. We're honored to welcome Carla to share stories of remembrance and reflection on this meaningful day. Please join me in welcoming Carla Holt.
Good morning, and what a beautiful morning. My goodness, thank you, Kate, Ryan, Mary, and Chris, and I know I'm looking forward to the other speakers as well. Thank you all as well for being here. I am deeply humbled and honored, honestly, to join you here on this meaningful day as we together remember and honor those who courageously gave their lives for our freedom. I know you all join me in being grateful for the very existence of Memorial Day, which Ryan just reminded us about, and its profound purpose to reflect on that fundamental truth that we are only the land of the free because of the brave. All those in uniform here, those who have also served, thank you for also being the brave. Thank you for your service, commitment, and courage, the very core values that weave together the tapestry of our country. And if ever we needed a reminder of the value, strength, and beauty of our national fabric, it is perhaps today, when we see division and challenge every time we open the newspaper, news site, or social media, listen to the radio, podcast, or TV, or even talk to dear family, friends, or neighbors. The division is undeniable, and the challenges persist. But I find comfort and hope, and I imagine you do too, in observing how people will bridge any divide when it comes to showing gratitude. Gratitude for those military members who've made the ultimate sacrifice. Gratitude for those who fought and served alongside them. Gratitude for the gift of freedom. On Memorial Day, we have the opportunity to rediscover and strengthen our unity as we come together to honor our heroes. Again, I remain personally grateful for the profound purpose of this day. But for many of us, the very name of this day also inspires a time of somber reflection on all those we've loved and lost. As a little girl growing up in Forest Lake, I enjoyed a pretty typical Minnesota childhood. I'd spend school days learning from gifted teachers and climbing the snow hill during recess. I'd spend summer days biking with friends and swimming in Clear Lake. I'd spend weekend days attending our Swedish Covenant Church in St. Paul's East Side, and later running around that Clear Lake alongside my dad. My dad, himself an East Sider who played hockey with his twin brother and Herbie Brooks, if you've ever heard of that name, did serve in the U.S. Coast Guard Reserve. But he spent much of his life working at 3M and tirelessly showing up for his church, his community, and his family. And boy, did he show up for us, for me as his youngest daughter. He was my person. The person who'd cheer me on at my tennis matches or track meets, the person who jumped on a red-eye flight after a broken engagement and when I had a broken heart, the person who was always there, guiding me, giving advice, even giving the best 3 pieces of advice during his toast at my wedding. Be kind, be kind, be kind. A few years ago, and after years of following the course of a cruel disease, my dad finished his final marathon, his Alzheimer's marathon. And that loss, that heartbreak, all but broke me, as I honestly could not fathom my life, let alone my identity, without my dad, because he was my person. I'm guessing many of you here today are thinking of your person, maybe your people. The ones you lost perhaps while they selflessly served our country. The ones you lost perhaps to disease or tragedy. The ones you lost and therefore remember today on Memorial Day. To all of you, I am so sorry for your loss. I know how profoundly it can change you. You are not alone in feeling that overwhelming grief. But I want to humbly share what has brought me so much comfort along with time, perspective, and faith. And that is the realization that we only grieve fiercely because we love fiercely. And because of that deep, authentic love, we can also honor and see all the good in our loved one's legacy. We see their legacy in their values, which we can now try to uphold. We see their legacy when the next generation also recognizes them as role models. When my daughters remember and recite, be kind, be kind, be kind. Or when the child in your life looks at the flag, places their hand on their heart, and remembers, we are only free because of the brave. On this Memorial Day, I want to thank all those, again, who courageously served our country and their families. Thank you to those families who served at home as well. And thank you eternally to those who made the ultimate sacrifice and to their families. May we never forget their gift. And to each of you here today, filled with both gratitude and grief, I want to thank you for creating space to honor our heroes. I also want to encourage you to give yourself grace as you remember all of your loved ones. May this Memorial Day and its inherent call to remember give each of us a renewed sense of purpose, comfort, and hope. Again, thank you. It has been an honor to be with you.
Thank you, Carla. That was very meaningful. The next and final sequence of today's program will happen without interruption. Sherwin Linton will join us to perform a special Memorial Day rendition of Ragged Old Flag, followed by a closing prayer from Mary Vitas. The 1st Minnesota Volunteer Infantry will do a musket salute. Taps will play following the salute, and we will retire our colors. Unfortunately, we don't have our doves with us today. They're still self-isolating to avoid the spread of bird flu. Please join me in welcoming Sherwin Linton to the stage.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is getting kind of run down." He said, "Nah, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole has leaned a little bit." "That's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." And I sat down. He said, "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag." You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burn the night Francis Scott Key sat watching it write and say, "Can you see?" And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag. But she waved on, though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg. And the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she took a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea and Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships on the briny foam, and then they just about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land, she's been abused, she's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is sometimes scandalized throughout the land. Yeah, she's getting threadbare, and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in, because she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
As we draw this time of remembrance to a close, we do so knowing that the flag continues to fly and the eternal flame continues to burn bright. The eternal flame burns bright with the valor of those who stood in harm's way without hesitation, with the loyalty of hearts bound to a cause greater than themselves, with the strength of service lived without seeking praise, and sacrifices made across the generations of our nation's history. For all this and more, the flag flies and the eternal flame burns bright. It's been my deep honor to be with all of you today in remembrance of those who gave so much. And as a trauma chaplain serving veterans and their families, among others, I have seen firsthand the toll that war and conflict can take. And so today I also thank you, not only for holding close the memory of those who have transitioned on, but also for honoring those who still carry the weight of their service close to their heart. May our lives reflect the freedoms that have been so bravely defended, as Carla said, And may peace, true peace, rise from the sacrifices endured, calling us now to work toward a more just and hopeful tomorrow for all. May the divine bless you in your coming and going, and may the memories you hold close today be your comfort in the days ahead. Thank you.
Now will you please rise? As the Minnesota Freedom Band plays, Color Guard, please retire the colors. Many thanks to our program participants and to all of you for attending. This concludes our program. We welcome you to stay for refreshments and activities in our new Welcome Center. As you explore that space, there will also be a community sing in the historic chapel at 1 p.m. And for those of you leaving right away, you're probably familiar with a little bit of a traffic jam at the front. So there is the alternate entrance on 40th Street and Kings Highway. That's the southeast corner of the cemetery. If you need any assistance, please find someone in the bright green shirts and they will be happy to assist you. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you again next year at one of our many upcoming events. And please thank all of today's participants. Have a wonderful Memorial Day.
I want to ask her a question. Her husband was, or her father was.
You bet. Music and stuff.
Sherwin, we spoke on the phone a couple of weeks ago. I'm Cindy. I'm Nancy Chapman and Lori Parrish's friend. Pretty loud. So the band's pretty loud.
I don't hear well.
Well, that's okay. Are you here today? Your wife's here today. Pam right there?
I just have a thank you. That was phenomenal.
Hi.
Hey.
Jolene, my name is my sister.
I don't hear well.
Okay.
This is great. I wish we had the doves, of course. Yeah. And I wish, we're not doing our trolley tours. Look forward to getting a birthday party again.
That was Leon last week. That was Leon last week. I was out with Leon last week. I was working with him last week. We got together. Last time we were here,
Yes.
and it was hard to
My parents have this much fun. I am their PO, so I would really appreciate us asking how it's been. We have like he said, how wants to marry? Dad is so don't know. I'm like, where do you want to be married? What are both but my
I just have to figure out.
How did it all work out?
Got her done. Yeah, it's we had some technical difficulties, so we got her working.
all do that, all at rehearsal. There's too much wind, we're outside. Thank you, everyone. Don't leave anything. We're done.